This is log number 241, and today is March 27th, 2010. Good day on the job today. Things started off as usual, but got a little more exciting near the end of the day. Me and a few other rangers were tasked with locating a bobcat we like to call Cheryl. She's a feisty one. She's the type of cat to go rummaging around people's campsites and trashing all their stuff. We found her, made sure she was doing alright, and went on our day. There was one thing about today that felt particularly off, though. In the forest, it felt darker than usual. It was a cloudy day, but even then, I've never seen the woods so dark in the middle of the day. My team didn't really notice it or point it out. Also, I felt a little paranoid at times. I sometimes have feelings of paranoia when we're doing unordinary stuff like we were today, but this time it felt different. At times, something felt really off, and I felt as if I was being watched from all directions. I put it off due to me believing that it was just because I didn't sleep well last night, and while that is true, I have never had this sort of feeling before. I'm not sure what we have planned for tomorrow, but I'll continue to update y'all on these feelings I'm having. Alright, peace.
What's your emergency?
Hi, my name is Karen Davis. I'm calling to report my husband and his friends missing. They went hiking in Pike National Forest yesterday and haven't come back.
Okay, Mrs. Davis, I understand. Can you give me some more details? What time did they leave for their hike?
They left around 6 a.m. yesterday morning. My husband, Tom, was with 4 of his friends. They were supposed to be back by evening, but I haven't heard from any of them.
Do you know the names of the friends who went with your husband?
Only 2 of them. Their names are Jake and Emily. They're a couple. I'm not sure who the other 2 were.
Okay. Do you know which trail they were planning to hike?
They mentioned wanting to hike the Devil's Head Trail. It's a popular spot in the forest. But he mentioned they were going to do some other trails he didn't name.
Got it. Have you tried contacting them on their cell phones?
Yes, I have. None of their phones are answering. It just goes straight to voicemail.
All right, Mrs. Davis. I'm going to dispatch a search and rescue team to Pike National Forest immediately, and I'm notifying the Forest Ranger's office. Can you stay on the line for a moment while I gather some more information?
Of course.
Thank you. We'll need a description of your husband and his friends. Let's start with your husband. What was he wearing, and can you describe his appearance?
Tom was wearing a blue jacket, khaki hiking pants, and a green backpack. He's about 6 feet tall, has short brown hair and a beard.
And can you provide any information on his friends that you know?
Jake is around 5'10" with dark hair and he wears glasses. Emily is something like 5'4". I haven't seen her in a long time, but I remember her having curly brown hair. I'm not sure what either of them were wearing.
Thank you, Mrs. Davis. The search and rescue team has been notified and will begin their operation as soon as possible. Please stay by your phone in case we need to contact you for more information. We will keep you updated on any developments.
Thank you so much. Please find them.
Local area emergency for southwestern Douglas County. This message is being transmitted at the request of the Douglas County Sheriff's Office. Numerous 911 calls have been made in the past 24 hours reporting missing persons in areas surrounding the Pike National Forest. Approximately 17 calls have been made, resulting in 26 people being reported missing. Most of the missing individuals were participating in outdoor activities such as hiking, biking, or camping. Residents and visitors are strongly advised to avoid hiking or traveling in Pike National Forest for at least 48 hours. This measure is to ensure your safety while search and rescue operations are ongoing. The suspect involving these missing persons is not yet known, and it is currently unknown if there is a single or multiple perpetrators. If you have any information about missing individuals, or if you need to report a missing person, please contact the Douglas County Sheriff's Office or call 911. If you notice any suspicious activity or individuals in the area, report it to local law enforcement immediately. Stay tuned for further updates and monitor local news networks for further information.
This is log number 243, and today is March 31st, 2010. It's been a rough couple of days here. People are going missing. Hikers who were last seen entering the forest within the past 2 days and never returned. Search and rescue teams are out there now, but so far, no signs of them. I mentioned it before, and I'll mention it again. The forest feels different. I've been patrolling these woods for over a decade, and I've only been taking logs for less than a year now, and I've never seen anything like this. It's darker than usual. even during the daytime. The canopy seems thicker, blocking out more sunlight. It's as if the forest is closing itself in. And again, I sometimes get feelings like I'm being watched. I've talked to a few other rangers, and some of them notice it too. It seems like it's only like this for certain people. Yesterday I found what looked like an old campsite near Devil's Head Trail, but it was abandoned in a hurry. There were no personal belongings, just a fire that had gone out and some scattered gear. I don't know what happened there, but it didn't feel right. I'll be heading back out with the next search party. We're not giving up until we find them, but I have to say, something about this feels different, more dangerous. If anyone finds this log, and we haven't made it back yet, just know that there's something in Pike National Forest that isn't right, and it's not just the missing people. Be careful out there. Peace.
This message is being transmitted at the request of the Colorado State Office of Emergency Management. This is not a test. This is a civil emergency message for residents of Douglas County, Northern Teller County, and Park County. Due to a significant increase in missing persons reports, all residents of the affected area are strongly advised to avoid entering Pike National Forest and its surrounding areas. Do not attempt to hike, camp, or travel within the forest boundaries until further notice. The total number of missing persons has surpassed 200. If you reside within or near the forest, it is advised to evacuate. Gather essential items such as water, food, medications, and important documents, and leave the area. Follow designated evacuation routes, and proceed to a safe location or the nearest emergency shelter. A suspect has still not been identified. Investigations and rescue efforts are currently ongoing. If you have any information about missing individuals, or if you need to report a missing person, call 911. This has been a civil emergency message issued by the Colorado State Office of Emergency Management. Your safety is our top priority. Stay tuned to this station for further updates and instructions regarding this situation.
Hey, over here. I think I see something.
What is it? Oh my God, are those...
Bodies. 6 of them. Dear God. Looks like they've been here a while. Smells like it too.
We need to call this in immediately. 2 of them. I can only recognize 2 of them. The other 4 are too mutilated and decomposed to get any sort of clue of who they are.
You're right. The other 4 probably won't be identified for a while. But their clothes match the descriptions of some of the other missing hikers.
Let's document this location and get the hell out of here.
What? We can't just leave? What if an animal gets to them or something else happens? This is solid evidence. We need to secure this area and wait for backup.
Do you not realize what we have just stumbled across? There are 6 dead bodies laying in front of us. What if whatever did this to them is still nearby? We need to leave.
These bodies aren't super fresh. They're at least a couple days old. I highly doubt whatever did this to them would stay here for that long. Also, people are continuously going missing, which means whatever is doing this is moving around constantly. It won't take that long for backup to get here.
Okay, fine, but if we go missing, it's on you.
Oh, please. This is Ranger Jadwick. We found a group of bodies on the northern edge of Devil's Head. 6 bodies, 2 potentially identifiable, 4 mutilated beyond recognition. Requesting immediate backup and a forensics team.
Attention. The following individuals are persons of interest in the ongoing investigation of multiple disappearances and murders in and around Pike National Forest. Suspect 1, John Thompson, age 42, 6 foot 2 inches tall, Caucasian, brown hair, blue eyes. Last seen around 3 months ago near Devil's Head Trail. Thompson is a former forest ranger with extensive knowledge of Pike National Forest. He was reported missing 2 years ago under suspicious circumstances. If seen, call 911. Suspect 2, Maria Gonzalez, age 35. 5 foot 7 inches, Hispanic, black hair, brown eyes. Last seen near the southern entrance of Pike National Forest on March 30th, 2010. Gonzalez is a local tour guide familiar with hidden trails and off-the-map locations. Last known to have led a group of hikers that never returned. If seen, call 911. Suspect 3, Eric Barnes, age 39, 5 foot 10 inches, African American, shaved head, brown eyes. Last seen near the western edge of Pike National Forest on March 20th, 2010. Barnes is known to live off-grid within the forest boundaries and has a history of violent encounters with hikers and campers. If seen, call 911. If you have any information, contact the Douglas County Sheriff's Office immediately. Do not approach these individuals. They are considered highly dangerous.
Any luck with those maps? We need to figure out our search patterns for tomorrow.
Come here for a second. I found something last night that you need to see.
The hell is that?
A book. I found it while going through some old stuff in my attic and came across it. It's a book on ancient legends, and there's one in here about something called Silva Custodes.
What does that have to do with our search? And what does Silva Custodes mean?
It translates to Forest Warden. According to the legend, it's a spirit that roams this forest, but it can become hostile.
Are you seriously telling me you believe this? You really think that a spirit is going around kidnapping and murdering people? We're dealing with real flesh and blood issues here. People are missing, and we need to find them.
I know it sounds crazy, but hear me out. This legend describes occurrences that match what we've been experiencing. The darkness, the disappearances, it all fits.
Okay, even if I entertain this idea for a second, how exactly do we deal with an ancient forest spirit?
This was inside the book. According to the book, it's the only way to defeat it. It's worth a shot, right?
This is a load of bullshit.
Oh, come on, just give me a chance.
Fine. But only because we have no idea who the suspect could be. If something normal comes up, like more evidence leading to a real person as a suspect, I throw this thing out.
Fine.
The Colorado State Police have approved this message for broadcast. An immediate evacuation has been issued for the Pike National Forest and surrounding areas. This includes northern Teller County, western Douglas County, southern Jefferson County, and Pike County. All persons residing, camping, hiking, or visiting the Pike National Forest need to leave the area immediately for your own safety. Mass disappearances within the specified area have caused the Colorado State Police to issue this order that the total number of missing persons has surpassed 1,000. If you reside within a small town and a 20-mile radius of any part of the affected area, it is highly advised to relocate to a safer location until the situation is resolved. Do not delay your departure. Gather essential items such as water, food,
medication, and important documents. Follow designated evacuation routes and proceed to a safe location at least 50 miles away from the evacuation zone. Take anyone you have with you when you evacuate. Traveling in large groups reduces your risk of getting lost or going missing. If you need to file a missing persons report, call your local sheriff's office or 911. Monitor local news channels, emergency broadcasts, and official social media accounts for updates on the situation. Follow all instructions provided by local authorities and emergency services. Stay tuned to this station for further updates and instructions.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the Colorado State Police and the Colorado Office of Emergency Management. A local area emergency has been issued for western El Paso County at 6:22 p.m. local time. Affected areas include Colorado Springs, Monument, Manitou Springs, Fort Carson, Fountain, and Palmer Lake. At 6:16 p.m. local time, an influx of 911 calls reporting missing persons were made, corresponding with the situation in the counties of Douglas, Teller, and Clear Creek. It is believed that the suspect of the mass disappearances in the previously listed counties has expanded their operation into El Paso County and the city of Colorado Springs. All residents of the affected area are advised to stay in a secure home or shelter until the situation has resolved. Close and lock all doors and windows. Stay away from windows and close all blinds. Be aware of your surroundings and report any suspicious activity to local law enforcement immediately. If outside, travel in groups as you are less likely to be targeted. If you need to report a missing person, call the El Paso County Sheriff's Office or 911. If someone attempts to forcefully enter your home or shelter, it is approved to use lethal force to defend yourself and others. If you have any information on the suspect or potential suspects, call El Paso County Sheriff's Office. Continue to monitor this station and local media for more information and updates when it becomes available. Repeat, a local area emergency has been issued for western El Paso County at 6:22 p.m. local time. This is not a test. Thank you for your cooperation during this emergency situation.
We have found more information on a potential suspect for the more than 1,000 disappearances in the Pike National Forest. According to a strange book donated to us by an anonymous individual, the suspect could be a spirit or entity named Silva Custodes, which is Latin for Forest Warden. The Forest Warden originates from sometime in the 5th century and used to protect this land and would cleanse of any threat to the landscape. The spirit would cleanse the land through multiple methods of brutal murder. We assume that this is what we're dealing with. However, the only known method of capturing the spirit, which was supposed to be inside the book, was nowhere to be found. We assume that the person who donated it to us has kept it for themselves, either to capture the spirit themselves or to keep as a souvenir of some sort. Ultimately, we need to find that artifact before it falls into the wrong hands. Hopefully the person who has it now has good intentions, or at least knows what it does.
All right, stay close and keep your eyes peeled.
I've got a bad feeling about this. There's something off about this place. It's too quiet. We shouldn't be here.
We have a job to do. Those people are counting on us. Just stay alert and keep moving.
Sending us out here feels like a mistake. It's dangerous. We don't even know what we're up against. We need backup, better equipment, just something more.
I know, but right now, we're all those people have. Let's just focus on finding any clues and getting back safely. Keep your radios on and stick together.
Look at this. These markings, they're not natural.
Looks like some kind of symbol. Take a photo and mark the location. We'll report it back to base.
What the hell was that?
I don't know.
Oh God, it's here. We're gonna die. We're gonna die.
No, don't say that. It might just be an animal.
Animals don't make that noise. It's here. Run!
Okay, so here's the plan. This thing won't venture out of the forest for long periods of time. And if it does, it's to expand its territory and take more innocent people. So we don't want to do that. We want to travel as deep into the forest as possible so that it knows we're there. Make as much noise as possible to get its attention, and wait for it to come to us. When it attacks, we use the artifact to defeat it. Using ourselves as bait might be the only way to stop this thing from taking over the entire state. Gear up, boys. We ride at dawn.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the El Paso County Sheriff's Office. Shelter-in-place warning for El Paso County. Over the past 48 hours, the number of missing persons reports has skyrocketed in El Paso and surrounding counties. All residents of El Paso County are ordered to shelter in a secure location until the situation has resolved. Secure and lock all doors and windows. Do not venture outside. Prepare for an extended period indoors by gathering essential supplies including water, food, medications, flashlights, and other necessities. Do not respond to any knocks on your door. Law enforcement has been ordered not to attempt to contact anyone who is safely sheltered. If you go outside, you are putting yourself in extreme danger. The suspect of these disappearances is assumed to be of supernatural origin, and any attempt to contact the suspect will result in your death. Stay as quiet as possible. If you notice anything unusual about your surroundings, contain yourself in the smallest room in your shelter, turn off all lights, and stay completely silent. Do not go outside. Repeat, do not go outside. Do not attempt to locate any family members that were outside. Securing yourself is the top priority. Trained search and rescue teams are currently searching for any missing persons. Law enforcement and these trained teams are the only ones authorized to be outdoors until further notice. Report all missing persons to local authorities immediately. Stay tuned to local news broadcasts and emergency radio frequencies for updates on this rapidly developing situation. Repeat, a shelter-in-place warning has been issued for El Paso County until further notice.
Man, I really don't know if this is gonna work. That book had some pretty intricate details about this thing, and, well, it was brutal. I mean, what if it doesn't work out? What if we're just walking into our own deaths? It would all be my fault. it would all be in my hands. But I just don't see any other way to do this. So many innocent people have gone missing and are probably dead. All their lives, my friends' lives, my life, it all falls into the hands of this random thing I found in a random book. But I have to do it. We have to do it. For the sake of all those people hunkered down in their homes, if it's the only way to stop it, even if I die, it must be done.
Hi, my love. It's me. I don't even know if this will reach you, but I have to try. I have to hope. It's been days and we haven't heard anything. Are you okay? Are you safe? God, I'm so scared. And Anna, she misses you so much. She keeps asking when Daddy's coming home. I don't know what to tell her anymore. I just hold her and say soon. Please let that be true. We are sheltered in our home, hopefully safe from whatever's out there. We have plenty of food so we can wait for however long you need us to. Anna sleeps with your jacket every night. She won't let go of it. I caught her whispering to it earlier, saying she was telling you about her drawings. She's trying to be so brave, but I can see the cracks. I pray for you every minute of the day, begging God to keep you safe and bring you back to us. Please, if there's any way, just let us know you're okay. Let us know you're alive. I don't care where you are or what it takes. I'll come find you myself if I have to. We need you, baby. I need you. Come back to us. We love you so much. Please, just come home.
Emergency programming has been activated for all non-essential stations in Douglas, Teller, Park, Jefferson, and El Paso County at the request of the Colorado Department of Emergency Management. If you have not done so already, please take the necessary steps to shelter in place. Lock all of your doors and windows and stay inside, preferably in a room with no windows. Stay sheltered until an all clear is given, or until instructed to by civil authorities. Being outdoors is extremely dangerous. If you are caught outdoors by law enforcement, you may be arrested and taken to a secure facility until the shelter-in-place order is lifted, where you may then face charges for breaching a shelter-in-place order. Prepare for the worst in this situation. All lights should be switched off, and you should make as little noise as possible. Do not respond to any unfamiliar noises outside, and especially do not respond to a knock at your door. Law enforcement will not attempt to contact sheltered individuals. Keep a self-defense weapon, such as a knife, firearm, or baseball bat close to you at all times. If threatened, defend yourself, even if that means using lethal amounts of force. If you had any family members that were outside when the order was issued, they should have made their way to the closest secure shelter. Please make sure that you are unable to contact them in any way before filing a missing persons report. If you do need to file a report, call the emergency 911 line or your local sheriff's office non-emergency line, which may have lower call volume. Most local news stations are being kept online to deliver news and information to the public. You can tune to a local news channel, or you can stay on emergency programming channels for the most accurate and up-to-date information. Emergency programming messages will continue to repeat until new information is given. Emergency programming has been activated for all non-essential stations in Douglas, Teller, Park, Jefferson, and El Paso County.
We're here.
Now, we wait.
That didn't take long.
Come get us, you coward of a spirit. Hiding within these woods, too frightened to show yourself. Coward, coward, coward. We're here to reclaim this land you call yours. It's ours. Ah!
The following is an administrative message from the Colorado Emergency Management Agency. This is an official all-clear message. Over the past 60 hours, the number of new missing persons reports has significantly dropped to a normal level. Due to this, it is assumed that the threat has cleared. An investigation on the current state of the situation is ongoing, and as of now, there is no more threat to residents of Douglas County, Jefferson County, El Paso County, and Teller County. All warnings and orders, such as shelter-in-place and evacuation orders, have been lifted. All residents are cleared to exit their shelters and return to their homes. At this time, the Pike National Forest has been closed to assist search and rescue efforts. Do not enter forest grounds until investigations and search and rescue has concluded, or you may be given a fine. If you have any information on the situation, contact local authorities. Repeat, the threat has cleared and all residents of Douglas, Jefferson, El Paso, and Teller County are safe to exit their shelters or return to their homes. Please remain away from designated forest grounds at this time. Tune to local media outlets for information and updates on this situation. Thank you for your cooperation.